What's going on? Welcome to the Drunk 3PO channel. And today, I knew this was true. Talking about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I knew this was, I didn't know it came from like Kathleen Kennedy or Bob Iger, but I knew deep down inside of me, I knew something was up. If you've ever been to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge takes place in between The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. So it's like a little port, right? It's a little port where the only characters that can be in it were the ones that were in between those two movies. That's it. They limited themselves. And so they want you to go into Galaxy's Edge, right? And experience like if you were sucked into the Star Wars world. So you go around and you see things that you don't notice. You go and see a cantina that's not like the cantina. You go and see all these things, and you know they try to do little things here and there to make you go, wow. Like seeing the Millennium Falcon, ain't gonna lie. When you turn this corner and you see the Falcon there in all its glory, you're like, damn, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. When you ride the Falcon and you get the Engineer, Then they have Rise of the Resistance ride, which is probably one of the best rides at Disney World. Yeah, it's just very complex, but hey, gotta give credit where credit is due. It's just the lining system and how to get on that ride and all that stuff just makes it a little crazy. That's all. But every time I've gone there and I've gone there with my friends, I always ask them because I just want to know. How do you feel about Galaxy's Edge? And they go, you're just missing something. It's just missing something. And they could just do a little tweak here to make it better. It's like we really didn't want to submerge ourselves. We wanted to experience the Star Wars that we love. The Star Wars that we know. The Star Wars that doesn't age. Right? The original trilogy, the prequels, they don't age. They come on television, everybody, young, old, they just don't age. And so why you would want to steer away because, Kathleen Kennedy's like, that's my creation. I want my creation to be front and center. I want what I did, to be front and center. That's my legacy. So apparently a former Disney vice president from the parks, they had these plans ready to add, original trilogies and things like that in Galaxy's Edge. And Kathleen Kennedy calls and is like, yeah, that's like for 50-somethings. That's for old people. Those are for older people. We want the sequel trilogy push because that's for the new generation. That's the new Star Wars. That's the Star Wars that people are going to love. Yeah, that's the Star Wars people are going to love. The Rise of Skywalker made less than any other movie. That's supposed to be the grand finale. The Last Jedi, franchise killer, in my opinion. Yeah, you really did good. Nobody wants the toys anymore. Nobody's buying the toys, right? So, yeah, you're doing great. Applaud. Great job what you're doing there. Great job. It's a crazy thing that out of all the stuff you've given us, Disney, the one thing that people want the most is Baby Yoda. That's it. They want Baby Yoda. They don't want the characters. They don't want this. They don't want that. And there's videos out there of like Rose Tico doll. Listen, my Rose Tico doll that I bought, it's somewhere in there. I paid 99 cents for it because I thought it was funny. I saw it on Amazon. They're like, you want to add a Rose Tico to your order? 99 cents. 99 cents. I thought it was funny. And so I was like, yeah, why not? That's where we've become. That's where we become. And it's a tragedy because when you go to Galaxy's Edge, they could just tweak a little bit. You could have a little bit of OT. You could have a little bit of the prequels. And you could throw in your sequel trilogy. It's not that difficult. Oh man, just imagine going into Jabba's palace, and seeing Jabba there, and having him talk to you and all that. And see how beautiful that would be. Or a little bit of Coruscant. Right, or some of the most beautiful planets that they created in the prequels, and then hey man, have your little sequel trilogy fun over there as well. You got Rise of the Resistance, so it is an amazing ride. So like there you go, you got the Falcon ride, which is I guess original trilogy, over there. So it's just it's aggravating. And you want to know what's even crazier is when you go there's a section called the Launch Bay, which is not near Galaxy's Edge, and that's where all the original and some prequel stuff is over there. And the lines to get your picture taken with the original trilogy characters are out the door. are out the door. They're so much longer than what the prequel. You know, you could see like Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren was like 10 minutes the last time I was there. Chewbacca was an hour. Darth Vader was an hour and a half. So hey, listen, I'm just saying. But check out this article here. We'll read it. The blog Disney Star Wars is dumb. Put this thing together. We'll just read it together, and then you tell me what you think. You might just be like, Jay, no, I don't want to see any old stuff. We want the new stuff, or I don't know. Just here we go. Here we go. Disney Star Wars is dumb. It's a great resource because he puts all the articles together for you, and you don't have to like double search. So thank you, Ichibaka, for putting this together. Kathleen Kennedy, old Star Wars is for 50-somethings. Former Walt Disney World VP Dan Crackrell. Is that how you say that? Crackrell. What? I'm terrible with names. Forgive me. Whatever. Is breaking his silence about what went down at Galaxy's Edge and behind the scenes, and it's not going to make a lot of Star Wars fans happy. So it turns out Disney was originally designing Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to be based upon Mos Eisley. I could totally see that. When you go there, you're like, is this Mos Eisley? This Mos Eisley space park in Tatooine? Why not? Why can't it be? And then to have the cantina based out of Docking Bay 94, it's set. When you go there and see it, you're like, yeah, it looks exactly like what they were trying to do. And then they switched it. Crockerell, forgive me, man. I'm a school teacher, and we're terrible with names. I don't care what you say. You ever been in school and the teacher tries to read the name and messes up everyone? That's me. So I see the name, I'm going to mess it up just because of that fact. So sorry. That's how it is. He's talking about how we just purchased Lucasfilm, and they started talking about Hollywood Studios being the place where it seems to be best fit to add some new experiences. Yeah, Disney Hollywood Studios does not have a lot of rides. They do have Toy Story Land, which is always jam-packed, a couple rides here and there. But I will agree, Hollywood Studios had Star Tours. It had the Star Wars launching bay already set up. Galaxy's Edge was a perfect fit. Perfect fit there. And let's see. So they were talking about the cantina was going to be right across from Star Tours. We had all this concept set starting up. And yeah, it would have been awesome. They should have built Galaxy's Edge. In my opinion, they had the space there around, where Star Tours and all the other Star Wars, just put it all together. I just don't get it. They said, yesterday Bob Iger met with Kathleen Kennedy, who a lot of people know was George Lucas's protege. Yep. Hey, man, George Lucas picked her. So I'm just saying, George picked her to head up Lucasfilm, and they had a conversation, and her point of view were that the Disney Star Wars stories ahead of us and behind us. So let's see. He says that if we built Tatooine and built what of all the 50-somethings remember of Star Wars, the 50-somethings. Hey, I'm not a 50-something. Not yet anyway. Maybe one more year. No, I'm not that old. Oh, 50-somethings. And I'm sure many of you are not in your 50-somethings that like the original trilogy. Oh, my goodness. We need to build something else which is going to appeal to all the upcoming generations who are going to know what the new stories are. Yeah, great job. Then why don't you... God, Rogue One. Right? You had Rogue One. You could have used that. Oh, man. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy that they did that to Galaxy's Edge. So, yeah, there you have it. What do you guys think? This comes from The Pirate and the Princess. I click on that link real quick. There it is right there. Yes, so their source comes directly from Cockerell. He was on a podcast where he filled in and he talked about the Star Wars expansion and, yes, how Disney's Galaxy's Edge was supposed to be based on Mos Eisley spaceport in Tatooine. There you have it, everyone. So, tell me what you think. What are your thoughts on this? Could she not destroy things and just Golly, man, you had you had everything handed to you, Kathleen. It was easy. It was easy. Oh my goodness, you just had it. You had a gift handed to you. All you had to do was open it and just be like, look at that. Look at that. And they're like, hey, there's a lot of EU books. The stories are already written. They're great stories. I'll just take them over there. Look at that. Very easy. Make a movie out of this. Here's the Thrawn trilogy. Make a movie out of that. It's already written. We're set. Just find me a director. We're all set. Easy. It's so easy. Like here we could do like the Solo family, Jason Solo and all that. So easy. We can make a 4-part. We can go a 4-part movie series with this. So easy. Here you go. Just need a director. So easy. Galaxy's Edge. Let's put all the cool stuff that everybody loves from all 3 trilogies. So easy. Here you go. You could have been the hero of heroes. You could have had your Reys. You could have had your Jen Erso. Could have had your... oh my goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Anyway, that's the video. It's a little long. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is Drunk 3PO. I'll catch you next time.